Good afternoon, everybody. As Noam introduced me, I'm from Computing Division. My name is Jack Barokas, and I work as deploying and developing learning technologies to assist face-to-face learning as well as building fully online courses. Actually, I wanted to start my presentation just going inside to some sites which we built for previous projects and ongoing projects in the framework of TEMPUS and show you how we are integrating some learning tools for building online courses, some learning technologies. But I will rather start with a PowerPoint presentation because it seems to be the bon ton today to use PowerPoint presentations, and as an instructional designer, I cannot afford myself not using one, so last night I made a few slides. Actually, what I will do is in one slide, I will put all the sites that I would like to show you, the links, so it will be very easy for me to navigate to those sites. So let's start, but just before I start, I feel obliged to say a few words about my perception, the way I think the role of learning technologies in education and in the future education especially. We cannot ignore the fact that we are in ongoing evolution, I might say even revolution in terms of engaging technology in our daily life. This very rapidly changing environment has impact on all of us. I mean, regardless if you are a mechanic trying to repair a car using a laptop with a diagnostic software, or if you are a lawyer, or if you are a secretary using a new operating system, Office, or new devices in your office, and especially, and if you are a researcher or you are educator, you need all the time to be updated, to be learner. So we are also working with computers every day. I mean, we book our flight tickets using computers. We also or booking the hotels. We use smartphones for even getting a taxi. We have application for everything. And I mean, we even use smartphones. They are getting smarter every day. I think my smartphone is, in some means, more smarter than me already today. So we have very big impact of these things in our life. And the days in which that you just finish your formal learning in high school or university and you cease to be a student, gone, and they are disappear. I mean, today you need to be a lifelong learner. You need to learn all the time. And this makes a very great demand on education. I mean, since everybody needs to learn all the time and they can't do this in sitting in classrooms, we are becoming a sort of lifelong learners. I think the future graduating students need to have the skill and competencies of being self-learners, autodidacts, in order to survive in this very rapidly changing technology-saturated environment. Well, the critical question that we need to ask now is whether the current higher education system is providing to its graduating students other than knowledge, which will probably disappear in a while, the ability of being autodidact, self-learning, and most important of all, critically retrieve information and build out of this information some meaningful knowledge. I think one of the important approaches to deal with this question should be to introduce a controlled amount of online learning, online courses, even in our face-to-face traditional universities. Only by this way we can make our graduate students familiar with these new technologies that they will need to use for the rest of their career, maybe even beyond. So this is the reason that I suggested Peter and Elena to use this kind of technology to record master classes, to record some of the lectures and make them available to the students just for the purpose, even not knowledge, but introducing them this technology which they will need to use very often in the future. I have one more slide about Bologna Process, ETS, learning outcomes, and so on. But some of my colleagues already talked about it. Elena talked about it. So I will skip this slide, and I will go mainly to show you how this kind of technologies, video recording, is implemented in other EU projects. Actually, our department, computing division, is in the last decade involved in dozens of EU projects. Some of them are in the framework of Leonardo da Vinci, Erasmus, FP7, and now TEMPUS projects. For example, we can see here recordings that we made. Hopefully it will work fine, for a higher education reform experts group. I'm one of the higher education experts representing Israel in this forum. And we already made in most of the conferences of this forum, which is made of, I think, 120 experts from all around Europe and countries around Europe. In these conferences, we have very, very enlightening talks about learning outcomes, ECTS, diploma supplement, Bologna Process in large. You can go to this site, and you will have, if you have any interest, you will have very interesting talks that you can listen. Then we have other projects in FP7 like Nano, but we have also two projects that they finished only a couple of months ago, I think almost a year, in which we build courses for master degree in nanotechnologies, one of them called Leonardo da Vinci in the framework of NanoEL in the framework of Leonardo da Vinci, and the other one is Nano Skills. In one, we build courses for the master degree on nanotechnologies, and the other was for the industry to have more skilled workers, employees to work in the industry of nanotechnologies. Then we have also a human brain project, which is a very large project. We are we are part of the education work package. It is about modeling the human brain by using computer models. And then we have, of course, CES-REMO, which is a parallel project to this one, in which Elena also is part of the coordinating team. And now what I'm doing is disseminating other projects in this project. Probably I will do it in some other project, disseminating this project. And this cross-dissemination is very important for TEMPUS project as well. So we can see, for example, here, this is one of the master classes, which I recorded in Baku, right? You can see the lecturer. I mean, I will a little bit go on this. It's on YouTube, but at the end, eventually, it will be on the site of the project. What you can see is a recording done by a software we developed in-house, which integrates the PowerPoint presentation and the video of the lecturer at the same frame. It's done in real time, synchronized. I mean, at the end of the recording, we have one single file containing the PowerPoint presentation, the screen capture of the lecture and the video, which means we can give the audience this almost the same experience of being in the classroom. He can see the video, he can see the PowerPoint presentation, and of course can listen to the lecturer voice. And the last thing that I would like to show, and this is the most important, this is the EduNano project. This is the project initiated by our university, and we are the local coordinators. Let me just log in. Okay, in this project, it is a national TEMPUS project, which means the beneficiary is Israel, and we have 6 research universities and all the nano centers of these universities. We have a partner from the industry. Elbit is one of the largest industrial companies in Israel, and we have one institution affiliated to the Technion, which does the survey and need analysis for this. And of course, we have 3 more European countries taking place in this project. The aim of this project is to build fully online courses to be shared by the Israeli universities. I mean, we are going to build courses. Each university will make the best course in the field of its expertise, and these courses will be shared among the universities. We are going to plan a model, a business plan, how each university will recognize the accreditation, the mutual accreditation of the courses. It most probably will be based on ECTS. So in the framework of this project, we have workshops on ECTS learning outcomes. We already did 2 workshops in Jerusalem. Now I would like to show you how these learning materials are gathered in courses. For example, I'm going to talk about one of the courses, which is Introduction to Surface Sciences. This course is given by Professor Shachar Richter, which was here a while ago, and now he left because he needs to teach. What we are doing now in this course, to begin with, this is a Moodle, the interface, the software that aggregates the courses called Moodle. Just out of curiosity, how many of you in your institutions are using Moodle or any other LMS for teaching, learning? Can you raise hand? OK, 1, 2, 3. OK, but unfortunately, it's not the most. I hope in the near future, all the universities will use this software, because this software is very efficient on monitoring the learning. I mean, you can, at any given time, you can see how many students, what they are learning, which kind of material they are using, at what time of the day they are using the materials. And you can, of course, have a statistics on each content that students are using. So you can online have all the analytics, and then on real time, you can repair things if they need to be repaired. What we are having here is, this is not complete. We are just on the process of building these courses. Our project started, the project that I'm talking about, at the same time with this project of ours. We are now have strips which contains the video recording of the class, the PowerPoint, some quiz, and it will be more materials. Each material affiliated to one recording. Actually, it is a topic. It's a lecture. If you compare it to face-to-face learning, students can get in whenever they like. They just click the video, and they can see the video. As I told you before, you can see the lecturer using Blackboard or Whiteboard in this case. You can see the PowerPoint presentation. You can see if he chooses to show some videos or whatever he does in classroom, and it's projected by the beamer, it's recorded here. And let's go back to the OK, and other things. For example, lecture slides. It's on a PDF format. You don't need to download it. It's already on the site. You can just go and you can watch the slides. And of course, you have a quiz. I don't want to take too much of your time because it's already quite late. You can go inside after watching the content of the lecture, the PDF. You can go and make some quiz to assess your learning if you already understood everything or so. So I hope at least some of the workshops and keynote speech in this project will be also recorded, and maybe we will be also, in the framework of this project, will establish some LMS and put everything inside. Thank you very much for your attention.